It's Pod and the City for the yearly roundup of 2025. It's Amanda and
Yay!
Joan. Hey guys.
Hi,
What's
everyone.
up?
Happy Chew Year, right? When does this drop?
This is going to be on, well,
Tomorrow's
technically it drops on New Year's Eve, but
Right.
maybe you're watching us on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Maybe you're recovering from a hangover and you just want to recovering from a hangover or whatever you did. I don't know. Maybe
You're getting ready. You're preparing your hangover.
Who knows?
You're currently drinking or drunk. Love it. If this is New Year's Eve, I'll be surprised if I make it up to the double digits in time. I'll be asleep by 9:30 probably. Because I've never really cared about New Year's. I think it's kind of
It depends on what I do.
do.
Anyway, who knows, guys? Let us know in the comments
Who
right now what you're
knows?
gonna do or what you did for New Year's Eve. Also, get your thinking caps on because I need comment help here. Amanda and I, we have a lot on our brains and a lot happening, you know, and just like that in Sex and the City take up so much of our brain space. And for Amanda, what is that? Sister Wives and Doughboys take up a lot of space for her. You guys remind us of things that happened in 2025 because we made a very us-centric list, but perhaps there's things we've completely missed and someone's going to be like, you guys are idiots because you forgot this monumental thing that happened, and we're going to be like, oopsie.
We're not going to talk about anything political or like important.
Well, if we're going to, a lot of people mentioned the Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance, and that definitely verged on political, and I do want to talk about something for 2 seconds politically. I think that for at least if you're in the United States, like I am, 2025 was a year that a lot of shit has happened, you know, with our government. Not great things. And I think that maybe part of the reason I'm forgetting a lot of entertainment shit is because my brain has been so overwhelmed with the shit ass things and terrible decisions that are being made to ruin people's lives. Anyway, I'm going to not dwell on that, but I want to
I live in the America of Canada. Did you know that?
Oh, really?
Alberta is like very like Republican, I guess. I don't really feel it. Well, I feel it in the fact that it's so fucking expensive, but I think that's probably everywhere.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I agree, and I think that I agree.
I think we're also a little more racist.
Guys, I think we're on the same vibe. Just know that there are people who feel the same way. You're not alone in your thoughts. I think that sometimes it's easy to think, oh my God, no one else is worried about these things. And guys, maybe I am. So
yeah, and you know what? If you check out our live from, I guess it would have been a few days ago now, we talked without giggling, we talked very openly about Tuckus Lingus, and because it is a relevant thing, we're all experiencing this weird stuff. No one's having an original experience.
You're putting
you're not alone. We're all going through weird stuff.
Okay. Yeah. That is true. And you know, it's beautiful that we are able to build this community up over here and drop all of our stuff in 2025. What I will say, the number one thing that we are leaving behind in 2025 was the original format of the weekly roundup.
Oh,
because we did stop doing that this year.
Best day of my life was getting rid of that thing.
And
holy shit.
I'm happy about that. I hope
that might be my favorite thing to come out in 2025. I put out, I don't know, 11 episodes a week, and that was always not the worst because we enjoyed it when it was happening, but like
it was great. It just
it was untouched. Like nothing else I did throughout the week even got near that.
People listening to this are like, shut the F up. But you know, we would prep like 20 separate topics and
with
have
pictures.
Yeah, it's just anyway. So I'm glad to have left that. You know, another thing though that was left in 2025 was JoJo Siwa being with girls. JoJo's got a man now, guys. And she felt pressured by the lesbian community to come out.
Are they still together?
I believe so.
Chris Hughes?
He's doing some tour singing songs about him. singing Christmas songs, inserting his name in there. My favorite thing, parody song.
I just looked up if they're still together, and the first thing that came up from 5 hours ago is the Irish Sun story saying, "Watch emotional moment. JoJo Siwa and Chris Hughes share sweet airport reunion as fans go wild." I bet he cheated on her while they were apart.
I'm going to say it's a lavender marriage on both sides. Anyway, if you guys are jumping in and you like what we've said so far, can you hit subscribe and hit like and share? In 2026, we're making this channel pop the F off, baby, because 2026 is the year of building, honey. So you join us. If you want to be in on this, you can tell all your friends that you knew us before we popped off.
Yeah.
There's zero chance we could ever could you imagine anyway, let's not.
Now we pop up. But
Also,
if you guys actually wait, our lives on Friday, those have been popping off lately. It's such a lovely little group.
They have.
I love it. I have so much fun over there.
You guys, if you haven't been able to, jump on to our live on Friday. It's really fun because we we get to
everyone.
ask questions and we get to chat with people.
And everyone's super nice to each other. And if you're new, come and say that you're new and everyone will talk to you. Exactly. Everyone will be so nice to you.
Everyone's really nice in there. And if they're not, but they're also as nice as we are. So
yeah, they're also hilarious and cunty with a K. So come on over and join us. Also, if you guys missed, jump on our Patreon because we did an amazing holiday month. We did the holiday. Yeah. We did Ladies of the 80s, A Diva's Christmas. We did Love Actually and Last Holiday. And we also did, Wicked. We did a whole Wicked episode over there.
We could just let's talk about our Patreon of 2025. Dude.
Okay.
We introduced Vanderpump Rules, which Vanderpump Rules is a perennial favorite. And in 2025, we are now
get back in there.
We're now 3 weeks into the new Vanderpump Rules, and people are starting to turn the corner and not hate it as much.
All right. You say
I'm not saying we need it. I would definitely say we don't need it. I would love a more original content. Our world is lacking in that. And I'm afraid with the political landscape, we're not moving towards originality anytime soon because that's shunned as you're weird. So guys, make sure that's why you need to support our channel too, is because you're supporting queer art. Amanda's not queer, but she would like to be, I think.
I'm not totally straight, I'll tell you that much. I hate men.
I'm not totally straight either, honey.
Right. What else do we do? By the way, you can also check out our holiday special. This was on our free feed. Okay. And we put together a little Sex and the City holiday. And it was really good.
It was really fun. And I'm really excited. Guys, strap in and strap on for the Sex and the City Valentine's Day special, the Sex and the City Easter special, the Sex and the City what is it, St. Patrick's Day special, the Sex and the we're gonna
somebody dies, we can do a funeral. Hey, I have some breaking news for 2025. This is hot off the press. And I even said this to Justine yesterday. This is why I thought they were doing Ariana Grande's episode this Saturday. Jody, my co-host for Love to Hate Everything, just texted me an article that Bowen Yang is leaving SNL.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh, that's a big deal. He was
pretty big deal.
It was because he's representing Asian Americans and Asian Canadians as well, and Asian and gay people. He's so out and proud. They've never had a cast member like that.
I think that's really good, and I think it is unfortunate that he's leaving. But
now we're all gonna miss him after everyone's just been like, "Go away, Bowen." He is going away, and now we're like, "Oh."
I am concerned about the sound because now I'm hearing something in the sound.
You're fine. No, it's fine.
Okay.
You're
okay. Yeah, if we're going to talk about Bowen Yang, let's transition to what really probably kind of our biggest thing. And it came to a culmination that almost felt like, when you're edging and edging and edging, and then you finally do it. And it's like,
it's fine. It's good.
It's not, you know, when you're typically what edging would mean, I guess, I don't know what that would mean, but I believe it's supposed to like feel even better because you've been like anticipating it, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Wicked for Good came out, and while we liked it, it was no Wicked number one, which really
But there's
unfortunately
no way
killed
it
the.
could have been.
They ruined it. They shouldn't have done it. They should have done one movie, and I don't care. I will
Do you
stick
think
to that.
they'll maybe release? I have a feeling that that will happen in the next few years, in the next year, that they will choose to release it as one movie, hopefully with those two songs cut.
Like an edited version?
I think that that's what they should, and I think that that's kind of been the discourse from a lot of people who aren't even trashing the movie. It's people like us who love the whole thing, and all of us were like, "Oh, it probably just should have been one, right? Just one movie, one long movie with an intermission." So
I think
maybe they'll
there's
release it
people
like that.
arguing that they needed to add stuff, but I'm on the in the camp that like, why do we need to add stuff to something that was on stage to help people understand it more? Are people that dumb?
That is movie length.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, but I understand they were trying to milk it and make more money off of it, which I mean, we could say we did the same thing this year because once we knew that about the big news that we were going to try talk about at the end, but like, you know, and just like that's whole sitch. We were like, oh yeah, rake it in. Actually, I was praying they'd have another season, but they didn't. Anyway,
Did you even have you seen Wicked for Good a second time even? Because by
no,
this time last year, I had seen Wicked in theaters 4 times when it had been out for a month.
I had seen it in theaters. I saw it, I think, twice by last year, but
Oh,
then
and
it
I
also
watched that
came
at
out
home
on
too.
video.
I
Like,
watched a bootleg of it. Like I was
ugh.
watching the shit out of that thing, and I just haven't even. I
It stands
downloaded a
alone more
bootleg.
as its own movie, though.
Wicked.
Wicked. But it also, if you watch it, it also doesn't have a resolution at the end either. So it's, I think they kind of, unfortunately, because of the money grab, I'm going to 100% blame it on money. I don't think it was an artistic choice. I think it
Yeah,
was a 100% a choice to make the whole Wicked fever go on for 2 years instead of one.
and
If they did it
yeah.
for 1 year, it would only make them
And I
this
think the
money. You know,
press tour too, they eased off on the second press tour, but even then it was just kind of like it was still annoying enough where it the first if it had just been Wicked in the 1 year, one movie, and then that crazy press tour had happened, I think it would have stood alone as its own thing a lot more. Even the press tour would have gone down in history as more like campy. And now it's just like, oh
well,
my
I don't
god, are
think
you
that the
two
press
back
tour
again?
around the first time actually kept anyone from going to the movie. I almost would say that the continued year of watching
Yeah. Like
Ariana
they're
and
back.
Cynthia fall into whatever's going on with those two. And I'm not saying sexually, I'm talking more in the other camp of like mentally. They're like, it's just another year to watch these two people who we're supposed to, as an audience in the movie, feel like, oh my God, this is the love. Like, these two are just like, oh my God. I think they really wanted to sell us on that. And like, I believe that they're total like theater friends. I get that. Trust me. I've been
But I
in a
think
show before
like
where
theater
you like,
friends, they're not going to talk. Like they'll talk for another
no.
few months and then just never hear from each other again.
Yeah. I think it's just a bit much. So I don't know. I think that almost, but I'm still happy because you know what? I'm going to transition now to the man of the year, Jonathan Bailey, because he
Yeah.
really, I think, you know, I thought Pedro Pascal was really going to come in there as being the man of the year, but in my opinion, well, of course, my opinion, I like Pedro Pascal too, but he's no Jonathan Bailey. And Jonathan Bailey, really, I mean, he ended up being sexiest man alive, which, you know, those are technically
Wore
bought
those he
by
wore those slutty little
and
glasses.
he was in the movie that Amanda and I are maybe the only two people who didn't like completely
I
abhor it.
loved it.
Jurassic World
World.
something
I loved it. It was short, so
Rebirth.
it felt like the first movie. It had the same feeling as the first movie.
It
It
did.
was
I
more
would have
like
cut the
silly.
family because the fact that none of the family in it died was
Yeah, I didn't care about any of
absurd.
them. That boyfriend should have died.
Oh, 100%. I would have had the dad
Or the
die,
dad should have died, yeah, and the
and then
boyfriend
the
taking
kids
over.
are like orphaned, I guess.
Yeah.
Oof, tough. But Jonathan Bailey was serving up heavy bulge in that movie. Do you remember the scene
Harness.
where he's like going down the mountain? I'm like,
It's amazing. By the way,
now
that Sunday in the Park with George thing, since we recorded our thing, is now definite. It is.
I didn't see that it was confirmed.
I think it was on Playbill.
I think
It was I remember seeing it after we'd already recorded and being like, isn't it? I can look it up.
I don't
Keep
know.
talking about Jonathan Bailey, though.
Okay, Jonathan Bailey has been in everything. He was declared people's sexiest man alive. And I don't know. I like I've said a million times. I'm like, he's not. I can obviously see he's like an attractive man, but he's not typically someone that I would be like, ooh, into. But he's just so oozes with talent that I just am like, oh my god, and he's so charismatic. I am afraid.
It's
I'm
on
afraid.
Playbill.
What's it say?
Playbill, December 16th.
Thank you.
It says Playbill across the top in yellow and black.
Does it say Playbill?
Ariana Grande and Jonathan Bailey to star in West End Sunday in the Park with George revival. They aren't ready to move on. Wicked film stars Ariana and Jonathan are reportedly circling a revival, so it's not even for sure.
Thank you. There is no way this is happening because she would have to get paid $15 to $20 million to do this. There's no way she is doing this. I could see him doing it. There is zero chance she's doing it. Zero.
I think she would want to do it. I think she would want to do that project.
I think she would like to do it in her mind, but I don't see it happening.
All right.
Because okay, I understand the movie was very grueling. Obviously, trust me, I've seen the clips of Cynthia in the harness singing Defying Gravity being like flown all over the room. I've seen it. But doing a show 8 days, like 8 times a week consistently.
Well, she'd have a cover for 2, Joan.
Doing a show 6 times a week consistently over, and you have to do that pretty much for at least 6 months unless they do a limited run of 3 months. She still would want $15 million for that, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back to our video, go watch it, y'all. I don't believe she would be doing it. Whatever. And comments agreed with me. Thanks.
No, I know.
Speaking of, there was kind of like a theater thing that actually I think took over 2025 a lot for the Broadway people, and maybe I might be mistaken. It may have started in 2024. But Death Becomes Our Bitch was all over the place. I think that it really drew its whole
and Mary.
Well, yes, agreed. And let's put a pin in that.
Okay, yeah. Mary, we should talk about Mary actually, because that was very important.
Death Becomes Her really, I feel like, was like the viral musical of 2020.
And I think that Broadway shows are now starting to because even actors will do a TikTok and be like, look, we know you guys are out there, and we all have mixed feelings on the bootlegs, because I think everyone does realize most of us who did theater is because we saw some bootleg, or we saw Into the Woods or whatever. So we want the media out there. I don't know why they don't show more shit like this, but
well, I agree on the bootlegs, but also in the way that their sound bites have taken over. Do we call them sound bites anymore? The viral sounds have taken over, like TikTok, the Tell Me Ernest one, and then there's the other ones. I can't think of the I'm Going Crazy. I'm going cuckoo.
I'm going cuckoo. Yeah, that one. There's a few of them actually.
A lot. And they're consistently putting out their own TikToks too of the people in it. So I think that they've done a really good job of harnessing social media, which I hate, but social media and TikTok and all of that to really bring in the audience too. And that's kind of what I think that's commendable in the year 2025 because that's what you really need to, at this point to make your show
Yeah.
survive.
I
But
think the
also have a good
smartest the smartest clip they released was showing how she was going to fall down the stairs, because
Mm,
just seeing that, you immediately got the tone of the whole show, and you're like, oh, okay. Because I think when it was being discussed, people were like, how are they going to do all of those what are they called, like
stunt.
effects? Yeah, stunts and effects and stuff. But like
Uh-huh.
when you see how they were gonna do that, you're like, this is what they're doing, and it's gonna actually work because they're gonna lean so hard into it. Um, Great. And a perfect casting. And the whole bootleg is available of that. I really recommend you guys try to watch that because it's so great. The entire show is hilarious.
I agree. Oh, Mary, I was really watching.
You're like blurry now. No, you're fine. You're fine. Oh,
You
Mary.
guys,
Let's talk
that's
about Oh,
so
Mary.
hilarious. Yeah. Oh, Mary, that is also taken it by storm because honestly, well, I think that's a little more niche than Death Becomes Her, because I think normies have used the viral sounds, not normies, but non-theater people have used the sound for the sounds of Death Becomes Her, but I would argue they probably wouldn't know what
You know,
Oh
I
Mary
found
is.
out something about Oh Mary. Oh, well, let's
Yeah.
backtrack. So, Oh Mary is a show written by Cola Scola. It was just supposed to be like an off Broadway. I think it was just like Joe's Pub or something like that, or like that place
It
downtown.
was an off-Broadway show.
Off Broadway for sure, and then they were just going to do a limited engagement on Broadway. But now I think this is just going to run forever and just have a rotating stunt cast of like, it's just really like so important for like especially representation and the trans community and the non-binary community. There's finally something that just anyone can do this role, as long all you have to be is funny.
The show is about Mary Todd Lincoln
Yes.
basically trying to pursue like being famous
She wants to
herself.
be a cabaret star, and the husband is openly gay. I've been seeing like all
And
these
John
different.
Wilkes Booth is her
I
acting
just found
coach.
that out. That's what I was just gonna say. I just found that out yesterday because each character is called like Mary's husband instead of Lincoln, and like
Uh-huh.
Mary's teacher. So I've seen a bunch of clips of all the different teachers, but then I saw a thing of Jane Krakowski doing it. And she says, "My teacher Booth," and I
Mr.
was like,
Booth or something. Yeah.
"Oh, that's kind of brilliant."
Yeah, I've now watched the clips of that pretty much that same monologue where
With
she's in
every
front of the
person.
curtain like she's
Mhm.
about to do her performance. I've seen Cole do it. I saw Jinx do it. I saw Titus Burgess do it.
And what do you think?
All of them are great. It's so well written
Different?
that like
Yeah.
if you're a funny person, I mean, though we're also talking about like amazing performers. I mean, Jane Krakowski is like honestly a comedic genius. Titus Burgess, I mean, Jinx
Jinx.
Monsoon, come on. Cole, come
And
on.
then there was that one woman.
It's just really cool that Jinx, or not Jinx, Jinx too, but Cole has really had his like
Yeah.
his renaissance. I mean, he's on talk shows, he's on everything, and
I
that is
love
really
it.
cool for the representation. So
Did
is
you
Jinx.
know that Bob the drag queen is going to be in Moulin Rouge, I think?
I saw that. Did you see
That's
that
good.
Monet is going to be in the new Traders cast?
Yeah, didn't we know that?
So is Travis Kelsey's mom.
Yeah, we went over
I'm
that probably when
excited.
we still did Hot Topics, or we
Yes,
still did
but now they
Roundup.
have previews out for it, and I'm excited. That's something I'm looking forward to in 2026.
Did you see that Survivor is going to have like Billie Eilish on it or something? I think they're just
People
guest
aren't
judges or
happy
something,
about it.
but they're not competing, right?
No, but
Okay.
they're doing an angle, I think, where it's like you get to hear from the fans, and people are like, these aren't fans, these are fucking celebrities. I don't want to see like it's had a backlash
Oh,
so far I've seen.
it looks
Speaking
like
of,
Mike White is on it though. Did you see that?
oh, well,
We can actually move to White Lotus from this. But
Well,
yeah,
I was
he's
gonna
gonna.
say, speaking of backlash,
Oh, okay. What? I'd rather talk about that then.
what do we think was going through the minds of the astronauts early this
They're
quote
not
unquote
astronauts.
space explorers? I guess they would be like space fingerers because what did they? I think they went just to the point of like you can call it space and then drop back down. You know,
Katy Perry didn't even look out the
Katy
window. I don't think.
Perry and Katy Perry, who used her time in space to announce the set list for her concert or something.
Yeah. It just went
Dale
over so
King,
poorly.
stupid ass one bitch who I can't.
Oh, Bezos' wife?
Uh-huh. Mind you, this video
I
get
remember
like,
them talking about this on Lady Watch. They wanted to do this space thing, and it was supposed to be like Lance Bass and Angela Weber's ex.
Over every time they've I think my entire life, I think the story of celebrities going up to space has been a thing. Because yeah, Sarah Brightman was gonna go to space and sing in space, wasn't she?
Oh God! Do you know that Merrily We Roll Along ends with them looking at the space, the Sputnik? It ends with them looking at
You were gonna
Sputnik.
say like the Challenger crash, and I was gonna be like, whoa, what?
It ends on 9/11.
Well, Love Actually caught me so off guard because literally within the two guys.
Too bad
over on our
Sondheim didn't
Patreon,
live
we
long
watched-
enough to write a 9/11 musical. If anyone's gonna do it, not Sondheim could do it. He could really capture the pathos.
Sondheim died, didn't he?
I know. I said too bad he didn't stick around long enough to write.
I don't want a 9/11 musical. Thanks. We have one.
Oh, Come From Away! And it's actually
That's
a
enough.
musical.
That's enough.
My God.
I don't want. No, I don't want a
We
Titanic.
both saw Come From Away this year. Was that this year?
We did.
It was actually last year.
You know, the non-equity tour T is piping hot.
Kinky
Anyway,
Boots.
okay, so continuing. Yeah, oh God, the astronauts. That just drove me bonkers. I think that 2025 really, starting with the inauguration that happened in January after, the totally legitimate election that went down.
Last one was rigged, but this one was fair. Last one rigged, this one fair. Got it.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess Elon Musk had nothing to do with it. Anyway, 2025 has turned me into a conspiracy theorist, unfortunately. But
Cody Brown.
I think Cody Brown was a conspiracy theorist before 2025.
Do you have a smelly asshole too?
No! I scrub my ass, sweetie. I would never wait 3 days to scrub my ass, no matter where I am.
Brag about it to the men thinking that they're gonna agree with you.
Also, not to be rude, but if you're wiping your butt right, it's not like you have
you would think
stinky ass. Anyway, guys who are like, what? Cody Brown. That was what happened in 2025. Amanda's favorite, Cody Brown, went
on Special Forces.
Oh, let's not forget Brittany was on Special Forces.
Oh, let's not forget that.
Easy to
forget. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She did 15 minutes and was like, y'all, I gotta go. I'm in hell.
No, Jack said I couldn't do it. He was texting me. He couldn't do it. Psych me out, y'all. Yeah.
Okay. The astronauts.
Yes.
Okay. Television, kind of. White Lotus. I was never really into White Lotus, but this season's White Lotus was popping off. And I think I saw a thing that was funny where someone was like, White Lotus is weird because for the weeks that it's airing, it is the hottest thing. It is like everyone's on top of it. And then when it's off the air, it's as though it doesn't exist. It's like you don't hear a word about White Lotus until it's going off where brothers jerk each other off.
Yeah.
I mean,
are they working on another one right now?
I believe so. And I think people are hypothesizing where it is. And I think they're saying it's in France somewhere.
Should come to Canada.
I would love to see them be in a different locale. I would like to see snowy, a ski lodge type thing. That could be kind of fun.
I like that. Canada, John. Banff.
Sure, Banff. They could go to Banff, darling.
They should.
Or I think that people say they always film them at a Four Seasons. And so they've done a thing where they look at specific Four Seasons hotels. They look at every Four Seasons hotel at the availability of booking. And they looked at the specific ones that didn't have availability at certain times where they had a month blocked off or something. So I don't know. I'm excited to see season 3. I think they're going to bring back Parker Posey. I really do. Who do you think they're going to bring back? Because they typically bring people back
Yeah.
from one season to
Maybe
another.
Schwarzenegger.
How would he be incorporated, though?
Really, you can just go to another resort and meet a bunch of new people.
Yeah. I'd rather see Parker Posey there on a girls' trip or something. And then you could introduce other old fabulous women with older
I did
fabulous
not
women.
love her in that at all. I think that people thought that her accent was so funny, and I just was like, okay.
Oh, yeah. The thing is with Parker Posey is talk about comedic genius. But she is far, like, I already knew she's hilarious. And so,
yeah, I'm like, she's a
way
funnier version
in
of, she's
other
a funnier, yeah, she's a funnier version of this accent in Waiting for Guffman.
Yeah, and she's actually, like, I meant think about her in, like, Best of Show, too.
Best in show, Joe.
Best of Show? It's not called Best of
Yeah.
Show. Best in Show. She's fucking hilarious in that, too. I love her in everything. The Pussycat Dolls movie. I mean, come on, y'all. I don't know.
Josie and the Pussycats, you mean?
What did I say? The
The
Pussycat Dolls?
Pussycat Dolls movie starring Nicole Scherzinger.
Amanda and I have been filming or recording too many episodes. I'm tongue-tied. I can't think of
I did a
things.
2-hour live before we jumped onto our live.
We recorded yet. We did our amazing holiday special yesterday. And guys, oh my God. Anyway, whatever.
Next.
Okay.
Right?
Next.
Yeah.
Well, I'm running out of topics here. So,
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. I mean, I liked that because he called out Drake. That was cool. I think that there's a lot of, like, political things we talk about. I mean, like, there's a certain set of files that, like, are supposed to be technically being released today, and they're saying they're not going to.
We're not gonna find anything. But the reason I like that, even if you take the political shit out, I love that artists do that they do diss tracks. That is so funny to me. And, like, that whole performance, I thought was, like, in my opinion, like, a mild masterpiece because of what they were doing. They had Samuel L. Jackson. I love it.
It was amazing.
And like those 4 girls, everything about it for some reason just really hit me right.
I am listening. I was just seeing if anyone had left us any more ideas. They haven't. So
okay. The jeans, I feel, were triggering to me because those are my least favorite style of jeans, especially on men. They were too long. They were dragging. They were dirty. Yeah. That I hate it, but it did make you nostalgic for those, like, flare jeans.
I thought it was so genius. I really did, and I think that's, in like shitty times is when art seems like creativity and art really, like, blossoms because, like, punk music. I mean, it's not punk music, but the actions of what he was doing was, like, the core of what being punk is, I guess. Me talking about punk.
Now, those girls, they're like, you really want to do it? And then they all found each other on TikTok and, like, put them together. Remember that?
Oh,
the 4 girls around him, just how cool they were. I, like, followed all 4 of them.
See, and me thinking about the women around him made me think of Doechii, who had like amazing performances this year with the girls around her. Oh my God. So yeah, I think, like, this has been, it's been a weird year in general.
I have something music-wise I'd like to say.
What?
This is a year for me that I actually started listening to music again, which I haven't done since college. And even in college, I was listening to the Beatles and Pink Floyd. But I've really jumped on the Sabrina Carpenter, Billie Eilish, Chappell Roan. I truly love both of those. Lily Allen, back on her.
I like Sabrina Carpenter a lot. I'm ending 2025 liking Sabrina Carpenter way more than I ever did before. I'm glad she's not with Barry Keoghan anymore.
Me too.
That was a low
guy now.
That was a low point.
Yeah, that was weird. That was like, do you realize what a favor she's doing for you? And I don't comment on.
I'm pretty sure that, like, she was using it for publicity, and he was, like, maybe using it for publicity. I don't know. This year was also the year of men, like, abandoning their babies so they could be with other people. Ethan Slater and
this year is when men start.
2025, 2024, 2023, 2022, 2022. Let's end our section on really the biggest thing that shook our podcast.
We were in it. People
to
were counting on us for the news at this time, for this
We
couple week
like
period.
literally had one of our lives. Didn't we have like 100 people in it?
Yeah, it was popping.
I couldn't believe it. Well, unfortunately, they had to cancel and just like that and ruin our lives. I needed new seasons to recap.
I think it'll be back. I do not think there's any way that I think maybe if Sarah Jessica Parker is as narcissistic as we think she is, I don't think there's a way that a narcissist could leave it like that. I would need to fix that. I'm not leaving the world with that.
I agree. I think that they're going to try and make like embellish their legacy and not let it be destroyed.
But no Michael Patrick though, right?
I wouldn't want him involved, but he's going to probably have to be involved somehow. Maybe he's just like the executive producer, but he literally is like, here you guys go.
Yes.
And
you
here's
get all
an
the
idea
credit, but just
for the writer's room, because clearly we know that is where the main issue stemmed from.
Yeah.
Because of all the times, I mean, Amanda, who I'm going to give Amanda the award for most tolerant ears of 2025, because this bitch listens to all the episodes of the writer's room. The most intolerable piece of crap I've ever heard. Mind you, people probably think that about us, but on there, let's get in the writer's room. If we need people who have reverence for the first series.
They did though.
No, they didn't. They clearly didn't.
They had people that were in the first series writer's room.
Well, that's the problem. Is they tried to get too big for their britches. I think they were like, okay, we're gonna now, we think we're like mature now. And they totally lost touch with reality. Bring in people, not us, but people a la us, who live regular lives, who watched the show, and who aren't billionaires now, creating some version of a show that no one wants to see.
Got a couple single people in there, and I think they tried. Maybe it almost seems like they were writing to a new audience, like a younger demographic, like in their 20s, some woke Gen Z. But they should have just played to us the entire time.
If that was their goal, they did so shitty.
They were pandering so
terribly.
much.
And not in a
this
good way.
Inclusivity, but like we don't need you to do that.
Yeah, I don't think that was their goal.
No, not that I don't want
their
inclusivity.
Goal was to teach the older generation about these things, but they one are bad teachers, and two,
and we know we lived it.
Woke people don't want to see what Che Diaz was doing. In fact, that was the major failure. Was like
comedians sure don't.
The people who want to watch your show, you've alienated them. But again, on like what? The first episode of the writer's room, the very first one ever, Michael Patrick King says, we know that the audience thinks they want Sex in the City, but they don't. We know better. So I'd say we should go back, like I said.
Oh, I still have some clips here.
Oh, you do?
Should I labeled one water cooler. Let me just play it.
I'm like, I did not expect that you would talk about this and that you would have opinions. So I have spent the last week unfollowing and unsubscribing from a lot of shit because they hurt my feelings.
If you've been unfollowing people now, wait until episode 5, which first of all, I embrace it. I have come so long. I'm like a dinosaur in show business. I'm now at the point.
Is that why they think? Is that why he thinks people were going to be so travestized? Yeah, I
thought that was really going to he thought that he definitely expected a reaction, but didn't expect that reaction, us to be disgusted by it.
How could you not? It was the most unsexy finger banging thing I've ever seen. Mind you, that didn't even take place in 2025. What did take place in 2025 was the last season of And Just Like That, where they cut Che, they cut Naya. They actually we had high hopes when Rosie was on episode 1. Mind you, it was like, here's Sex in the City.
Yeah.
Here's And Just Like That. Here's episode 1 of season 3 of And Just Like That. And then it just went like this, literally into a toilet, overflowing with shit. So honestly, if you could, I wish like we had the time or patience to like clip together just a progression of our episode 1 vibe to the last one,
because we were happy on that first one.
And by the last one, we're literally like, fuck it, let this show be canceled. It deserves it.
We watched it together. You can watch us watching the finale together on our Patreon. It's somewhere in there. Like if you just, you'll find it. But also just the travesty of Michael Patrick King trying to pull one over on us and saying, when I was writing this, and then all the shit that's happened since then has been
almost became the bigger story. That almost became the bigger thing. Was the continued gaslighting and like just pretending that they weren't
you weren't,
because the first thing was they chose to end it that way.
As I was writing it,
was such a beautiful place to end.
And then we have a pregnant Brady, like Brady about to have,
and they introduced brand new characters in the very last episode. And they spent a whole storyline about Victor Garber overflowing the toilet.
The 3 women aren't together in it. It's Thanksgiving and no one even sits down at the table together. Like all of it. Michelle Obama keeps getting teased with nothing at the end. Like
ultimately, okay. The Michelle Obama of it all might be my biggest annoyance of 2025.
Because like, what the fuck was that?
Great way to wrap up here. Because what the hell, literally, the entire... Didn't they start talking about Michelle Obama in season 2?
I'm not sure.
Or was that only introduced in season 3?
But it does seem clear that she had signed on or had agreed to do something at one point and then backed out. It's very, very clear.
They mention Michelle Obama every single episode. Starting in the first episode of season 3 even. So, and then never appears, and here's the wrap up. Michelle Obama is going to consider doing the voiceover.
I wonder, and why couldn't they? I wonder why they couldn't just say Michelle Obama is going to be in it, and then us never see her. Like, I wonder if her team was like, you can't even say she was going to be in this. You can say she was thinking about narrating it. I'm so clunky.
That still is kind of like, that is the mystery I need. I do need like insider information. I'm sure there isn't anyone who's an actual insider of Angels like that, but if there are watching this, can you email us at patcpod@gmail.com? That's like the only time I've said our email account. But please, I am dying to know, because there has to have been a time when she was going to be on it.
Yeah.
There was a pullout time here. And when was it? When did they say we want to watch the season? We want to see what's happening? When did they approve it and didn't? Because I don't believe they would have dropped her name at the beginning. They would have dropped someone else's name. And
there's also that Cynthia Nixon and Kristen Davis were both like shocked by the cancellation, but then it seemed like Sarah Jessica Parker also was shocked.
Sarah Jessica Parker, to people's faces, said, to the world's face, said that MPK decided. But then Kristen Davis says that when Cynthia Nixon, her and SJ Peter were together, she acted shocked about it.
That's shady to me.
I love it. What's so funny to me is that like we're sitting here like deep diving about like the intricacies of And Just Like That, about like what happened. It's just funny. You know what?
Though,
this is a beautiful place to kind of like put a bow on it and say my number one thing from 2025 was my time with Pod and the City Pod.
Yeah, right.
You guys, the community we've built over here, all of you guys watching, listening, everything, you guys are fabulous. And I just love you guys so much. And, in our live, we got a bunch of message of people saying really nice things about how we brighten your day, et cetera, which I think it's one fabulous that people talking about ass eating brighten days. I love. But I want you guys to realize that like you brighten our days too. So, it's not just a one-way street. It's like having you guys listening and commenting and being there. It's great because shit, I'd be sitting here chilling.
I mean, nothing wrong with that either. We love you guys though so much, and like make sure that you all we are not missing. Well, and I can hear my echo now. Just join us every Friday, please. Come say hi in the chat. If you're new, we'll all be so welcoming. And jump into our regular episodes because we're in the thick of it right now. We're dropping My Motherboard Myself this week. Oh, it's such a good episode. Harry's hilarious in that one too.
Guys, can you hit subscribe if you're somehow here at 4528? Also, hit like. Also, leave a comment right now. Your favorite moment of 2025. What was your favorite moment?
Sure
we love you guys so much.
We love you.
Amanda's now done. She's not gonna have to record for like so long.
Only a couple days, but still, it's something. All right, we love you guys. Bye. Happy New Year.